Motherhood, parenthood, fatherhood. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your favorite YouTuber, Mdando Sithole. I'd like to welcome all my subscribers, returning and new subscribers. Hey my beloved, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's video, I'll be doing my hair while we have a chit chat about adjusting to motherhood. Yes, adjusting to motherhood. As a young mom, I found it very hard to adjust to being a mom and taking care of a whole human being. So I just wanted to have a chit chat with you, as you'll be commenting down below and conversing together about this topic of adjusting to motherhood. If you're a mother or if you're a mom to be, just comment down below on how your experience has been from the day you found out that you were pregnant to how it is now when you have a child, and let's just have a conversation and converse about such topics. So I will be using this Darling Yaki braid ombre, and it is in the number 1 to 35 to braid my hair. So I've sectioned it like in different blocks so that I can know like how many braids do I need from this section and whatnot. So I do this first before I do the actual braid. So it looks like this. The color looks like this. It is a bit maroon or red, I'm not sure, but it is maroon or red in black. It's mixed with the color black. So yeah, adjusting to motherhood. From the day I gave birth and my daughter was on earth, it was a lot for me. I do not want to lie, ne? Remember, I did mention in my video that after I had COVID, so after giving birth, she had to go to the NICU. So when she was in the NICU, she was not feeling well, meaning that she didn't finish the amount of milliliters that she was required to finish in order to be discharged with me that Sunday. So she had to stay in the NICU. So I left the hospital without my baby. So that was then. Growing up is a scam. So I left the hospital without my daughter, and that alone, it was just a lot for me. I don't want to lie. I remember getting in the house and my family didn't know what to say to me or how to comfort me, and they just hugged me. I remember my grandmother and mom's hug. They just hugged me and they told me that all is well. So after that, we did a short prayer, and I remember I slept. Like throughout those 10 days that my baby was in the hospital, I was emotional. I was very, 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 very emotional, to a point whereby I'd be happy one minute and laugh with everyone. The next minute, it crossed my mind that she's not here with me, and I'd burst in tears. I literally cry because my daughter wasn't here with me, and my mom would always assure me that, you know what, it's fine, she's in a safe place and she's okay. I'd get excited each and every morning when I got her pictures, because I couldn't go to the hospital to visit her until the 10 days of isolation ended. So they'd send me digital pictures just to see her progress, and every day the sisters would send a message that she's doing well, how many milliliters of bottles she finished the previous night and in the morning. So that would like encourage me. But there was a time whereby I felt motherhood is a lot. Life on its own was a lot for me. There was a time whereby the sister couldn't reach me because I have this thing of always putting my phone on mute. So my phone was on mute, so she couldn't reach me. She called my next of kin, and I answered the phone. They gave me the phone. So after answering the phone, I'm like, hi, what's up? The sister tells me that I've been trying to reach you, so your phone is ringing and you're not answering. Like, I was so scared. I don't know what happened at that time, Guti. I was so scared. I cried. I don't want to lie. I cried before she even said anything. And at that moment, I'm like, my baby couldn't make it. I was so scared and I cried. So the sister's like, no, relax. I just wanted to let you know that we have changed the baby's formula. She's no longer using the hospital's formula. She's using the Novolec milk, and it seems like she's like reacting very well to the milk as she is feeding. So we are definitely discharging her. We just want to keep her for observation. So it was a Friday, I think, that time. So like it was that stressful. Like it was that stressful, like not having my child at home, giving birth and not going home with your daughter, because my family didn't want me to do anything. So I'd literally lie down and absolutely do nothing. Ngapa, I had a C-section, so like it wasn't that painful. Yeah, it wasn't that painful for me, or should I say for me, because I don't even have a reason why it wasn't painful. Like, it was not that painful because I was given medication and I drank it and I do everything. So it wasn't like that painful unless it was cold. Yeah. So it was cold in June, but like unless I felt bad, I wasn't dressed up like warm enough, that's when I'd feel like pain. But otherwise, it wasn't that bad. Like the whole C-section experience was okay for me. You know, it was perfect. Yeah. I don't know if it's okay to say I enjoyed the experience, but for me personally, it was the best because I couldn't see myself like giving birth naturally and like tolerating the pain. My pain tolerance is 0 bafethu. Anyway, I'm drifting out of topic now. So those 10 days of my baby being in the NICU and like my first 10 days of motherhood, it was a lot, but what kept me grounded and what kept me sane was a scripture from the book of Psalms. Yeah, I'll read it out to you. And it says that those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. So I knew that in this season, it may not be as the way I've imagined it to be, you know, but I knew that at the end of the day, I shall sing songs of joy, you know, since her name Belle is Litabo. So I shall sing songs of joy. You know, I remember that not every season is what we hoped for, but rather things could turn out like totally differently from how we'd expect it to be. So I just had faith in God that everything will be all right. Everything will come, you know, everything will fall into place. I will reap good fruits in this season. It doesn't matter that my daughter is in hospital and I didn't deliver, you know, like a normal birth. She came early, but I knew that everything will work out in my favor, you know, for me, for my good. So, yeah, man, I shall sing songs of joy. That's what I told myself. Kanya comes home after 10 days and it's hard, hey? I don't even have the words to describe, yeah. And then she's back. She's crying. I need to change nappies. I need to make her bottle. Oh, I remember I also wanted to breastfeed. So I'd express my milk like for the whole 10 days, 3 times a day. Express my milk so that when she comes, she has ibisele right, you know, not old stock. So she came and I tried breastfeeding her. Untombo didn't want breast milk. She didn't want my titties and she just wanted the bottle. Fine, I drank amapilisi, last PCBC, like the pills that made the milk to no longer produce. So I drank those pills and yeah, hi, the first month, huh? It was a lot, eh? I was waking up in the middle of the night. Oh, and I remember I was given a schedule to constantly feed her every after 3 hours. So I'd feed her on 12, on 3, on 6, on 9, on 12. Like every after 3 hours, she had to drink her bottle, like so that she doesn't become dehydrated. Hence, they kept her in the hospital. So I do that every 3 hours. So even in the middle of the night, I wake up, make the bottle, feed her, burp her, and then put her down. So that was my life, hey? It was a lot for me, to a point whereby it affected my relationship with my baby daddy. And it was hard for us to adjust to parenthood as a whole. So yeah, ne? Adjusting to motherhood is not easy, but I may be laughing now, but adjusting to motherhood is not easy at all. Motherhood, parenthood, fatherhood. I cannot like say for Abu Tata because I don't know what they experience, but for me, it was a lot. I don't want to lie. So we had to like find a way on fitting in Ulisa Kanya to our relationship, into my personal life, into his personal life. So at times I'd feel neglected. Daughter, what about me? You know? So like motherhood comes with a lot of changes, I do not want to lie. I had to come back to rest due to the academic pressures and I came back, it was very hard for me to let go of her, considering the fact that she was in hospital for like 10 days without me, and now day without me again. And I'd see her on my weekends. That was the arrangement with my mom. So that on its own was a lot for me, letting go of Mtanam and everything. But my mom told me that I had to do this for her future and I must not make a decision based on the current moment, but rather think about her future. And somebody's staring at me. So motherhood nje on its own, kunama compromise amaninzi that you have to make. So motherhood is all about compromising for your daughter or your son. Like you need to compromise for umtanako almost all the time, because my weekends are no longer about me, but they're about Ulisa Kanya. And whatever I do now has a direct impact to Ulisa Kanya. Like there's a whole human being that I need to take care of. A whole human being that I need to take care of. So it's honestly all about compromise. Let me just section my hair quickly. So my advice to all the new moms, all the mom-to-bees, all the mothers who are finding it hard to adjust to motherhood, all the friends who are friends with mothers, my advice it is to let them remember that they will reap like good fruits, like they will sing songs of joy, like bangaphela mandla. They must just hold on to the promises of God. Remember the book of Psalms 126 verse 5 says, to those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. The Lord is with us in all seasons, in all circumstances. He does not go away when a certain thing happens. Like, let us remember that God is with us and everything will work out for our good. Like, we should not rely on our own understanding, but rather put our trust in God, Sithembe ukuthi kuzolunga. even though kungabonakali ngathi kuyalunga, but let us just hold on to the promises of God and know that we will sing songs of joy at the end. You know, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Ubusuku buyandlula. Ubusuku buyandlula. We will rise again. The sun will rise again. Like, it doesn't mean just because the sun has set now, like kuzobe busuku forever. No, even though ubusuku feels like forever, but let us just hold on to the promises of God. Let us know that things will turn around for our good. Like, He's a way maker, He's a promise keeper, He is the light in the darkness, He is our provider, He's our deliverer, He's our refuge. Like, let us just hold on to the promises of God. Honestly, let us just hold on to the promises of God and know ukuthi kuzolunga, like kuzolunga. The Lord is with us in all seasons. And yes, we are not perfect, we are sinners, but in our imperfection, He still wants us. In our imperfection, He still wants us. Let us remember that Kukuti, He does not look for a perfect person, but rather He just wants us to be there, you know. Ubukho bethu. Let us hold on to His promises. Let us know that He is omnipotent, He is omnipresent, He is omniscient. Like, ukhona unathi. We will sing songs of joy. We will sing songs of joy. I'm done with my jumbo braids, so I just wanted to thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends about your favorite YouTuber, Ntando Sithole.